Hey guys, welcome to Mind Muscle Pro. We have a very special guest today. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristina. I am the owner of Balanced Mind Bodywork. I'm a massage therapist and a yoga teacher, and I've been doing this for 6 years now. I work mobily out of the Tampa area, and so I come to you and bring all the relaxation with me.
Awesome. Very, very happy to have you. Thanks for joining us. Guys, today we're going to talk about some of the things that yoga can help you with in regards to mental illness. I know a lot of people do yoga for the physical aspects of it, which is great. So, Kristina, how can yoga help people that might be struggling with depression or anxiety?
Absolutely. So I love this because that's how I found yoga. I was in a very, very stressful job in a call center, working 4 10-hour shifts, and I was having anxiety driving to work every day, and I found yoga. I really found meditation, and that got me to sleep again. That taught me how to breathe, which is what I always start with my clients, connecting to your breath, and that really became my anchor. And that led me to seeing, I don't have to be in this job that I hate. There's options out there, which is when I left that and started massage therapy full time. And that practice just kept me connected to myself through all of the ebbs and flows of life over the past almost 7 years now. I realized I've been practicing I started practicing in 2014. When I look back at the amount of growth I've had through this, like you said, a lot of people see it as a physical practice, and I saw it that way for a long time. I don't even think I connected the dots that I was helping myself with this mental problem. It was postpartum. I have twins, so it was a lot of body insecurity and everything, and it just brought it all together for me. So eventually, when I became confident in this practice, I was kind of pushed into sharing it, and I pursued my yoga teacher training, and that's when I really learned how much more it is, and that's when it went from a hobby to a lifestyle. I began that part of my journey in January 2019, so 2 years now of really just embodying and living this more peaceful way of living, trying not to get so caught up in everything, because I think that is really the root of it all, and not connecting to yourself and being centered. And there's a book I read in the beginning of my training. It's called The Wisdom of Yoga, and they kind of compare it to your mind is like a puppy. We have that movie, I think it's Up, and it's like squirrel. So you have all these things you need to do, these things that are calling to you, but it's so hard to focus. And you use your meditation and your breath and these practices, and that's how you tie your puppy to the post. You're never going to tame your mind. Your mind is a wicked, wicked master, and it can make you go to very dark places. But as long as you can have that post, that lighthouse, whatever it is to come back to, that's what it's about. And so that's what I try to bring to people when I work with them with yoga, because it has truly helped me. And I don't know, we are friends. I don't know if you know this, but I lost my mother to suicide. And so mental illness and things like that, and realizing that, it will get dark, but you can keep going, and people do care, and it's worth it, is very close to my heart. So
I'm so sorry for your loss, first of all, and I'm so glad you're part of this. We want this to embody more than physical things, and we want it to help people mentally, and it's I'm thrilled that you're here. Guys, now we're going to go through some of the basics of yoga. She's going to show us a few things, and then later on she's going to tell you how you can contact her and sign up for her services. She does a whole lot of different stuff. We're probably going to have her on again to go through some of the other things that she does. But now we're going to hang out for a little bit, learn some yoga. I'm probably going to be very humbled by this. I did yoga once in my life, and
I'll go easy on you.
I'll be honest with you. I called it. I said I thought yoga was nothing but hippie stretching. I'm like,
okay.
And I was quickly humbled. I think I did something called Ashwatthanga, or it's some sort of yoga that
Ashtanga?
was Ashtanga.
Okay. Yes.
And
That'll kick your butt.
I'm an avid gym goer. And I thought, this is nothing to me. I was sore in so many places that I don't hit in the gym, apparently. And I was very humble. I'm excited to learn some stuff new. We're excited to show you guys out there just what it would entail to come and do a yoga class and what to expect. So stay tuned. We're here with Kristina. She's going to show us some yoga.
All right, so like I said, I'm going to go easy on you. I was actually trained in Hatha Yoga, which is a little slower, and it's more about connecting the mind, the body, and the breath as you're moving. So we're going to start with breathing. You might notice we are both sitting up on some. I have Nick up on a bolster, and I'm on a block. Anytime you are going to sit for a prolonged period for meditation or for stretching while you're sitting, you want to try to raise your hips above your knees so that everything open and flowing. You don't want to be sitting here for 2 minutes and then start hurting. So make sure you're comfortable before you get started, and then place your upper stomach right under your sternum here and one hand on your lower belly. And take a couple of deep breaths down into your belly. By breathing in and out through the nose. Now I'm going to have you put your hands on your side, on your rib cage. And if you can, put your thumbs behind you so you're squeezing yourself there. Sit up nice and tall. And take a deep breath in and try to feel your rib cage expanding out to the side. Allow your shoulders to raise and fall. Place your hands here on your collarbones. And take a deep breath in and out and let your chest rise and fall. Good, and you can release your hands down. And so what we're going to do now is put all of that together. That is called the 3-part breath, or the Dirga breath. So what you're doing is...
Dirga?
Dirga.
Okay.
And you're breathing into first your diaphragm, then your rib cage and lungs, and then your upper chest, and then you're emptying fully, drawing your navel to your spine. Okay. So we're going to do a couple rounds of that. So go ahead and empty out all the way first. Then begin to inhale through your nose, drawing your breath down into your belly, expanding across the rib cage, filling all the way up into your chest, and then slowly emptying out through your nose, drawing your navel back towards your spine. Good, and again, inhale fully all the way down, nice and slow, feeling the expansion in your rib cage, up into your shoulders, all the way out, drawing your navel back, trying to make your exhale a little longer this time. Again, inhaling in fully, and exhaling all the way out. How do you feel?
I feel very relaxed.
It doesn't take much. Those 3 breaths.
It was beautiful. I really do. I just immediately feel calmer. I feel just, I like it.
So imagine you're driving down the road and someone annoys you and you just take a couple of deep breaths. It's magical.
I don't know. Do you know about my road rage? Perfect thing for me to remember.
So
breathing.
This breath is something throughout your yoga practice come back to. When you're shaken in a pose, when things are going a little rough, that breath is your anchor. Always come back to that, filling up your body and letting it out. So what I like to imagine when you're inhaling, you're drawing all of this energy down into your body, into your legs, into your arms. You're filling yourself up. So it can start to be a visual practice too. From here, what I'd like to do is you can remove the prop from under you and come onto your hands and knees for a minute. Come onto the tops of your feet. And here, a lot of people start to have trouble in yoga when we get onto our hands and knees because weak wrists are so common, especially with typing and everything. So I always want to say, spread your fingers as wide as you can, pressing down through your knuckles and really pressing on this fleshy part between your pointer finger and thumb to take the pressure out of your wrist. Do you feel the difference there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So from here, we're going to do a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So again, as you inhale, you're going to drop your belly, draw your shoulder blades back, and begin to look forward. As you exhale, you're going to round your spine, drawing your chin to your chest. And then just continue moving organically with your movement and with your breath. Good. And then exhale. So draw your spine up this way when you exhale.
When I'm exhaling?
Okay.
Okay.
So you're rounding and drawing up. Imagine there's a cavity here, you're rounding your back up. Good. And then as you inhale, draw up your belly, draw your shoulder blades together and back, and exhale, drawing in, rounding your tailbone down. Good. Come back to center. Really connecting with your core here, drawing your navel up, and start to rock from side to side. You're going to draw up your hips to one side and then over to the other. And just finding a place that feels comfortable. You might bring a little bend into the elbows if you're not locking out fully.
On my back.
Good. And that's the other thing, you know, with yoga, so many people I have found, and this is something my mother had a problem with, their mental illness can be amplified with physical pain. You know, if your body hurts, your mind starts to hurt. It wears on you over time. And so using these practices to connect to your body, to work with the pain in a way that's not medicated and is natural and feels good and gets you moving, I mean, it's so powerful and important. So from here, go ahead and spread your knees wide, bring your toes together, send your arms out and your hips back. Good.
Wow, that feels good too.
Take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Relax your neck. There you go. And so when you're in these types of positions, when you breathe in, really try to breathe into your back body and expand through the rib cage. Good. I can even see that through the shirt. So when you're ready, from here, on your next inhale, press into your knuckles again as you peel yourself back up into a tabletop position. And one hand print forward, curl on your toes, hover on your knees just for a second, really engage your core, and then lift your hips up and back for downward dog.
This is downward dog?
This is downward dog. So you're going to pedal your feet here. And so you can bend one knee and then straighten the other so that you're kind of working into the hamstrings there. You're drawing the shoulder blades down the back body. Your arms look really good there. Yeah. Believe it or not, this is a resting pose. So from here, we're going to shift forward into a plank. Keeping your elbows tucked in close, lower all the way down to your belly. And you're going to bring your hands right under your armpits here, keeping your elbows in close, pressing down through the tops of your thighs and your pubic bone. Slowly lift up the crown of your head, shining your chest forward. And exhale to lower back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Pressing down through the tops of the legs. Big inhale, lift up. And lower down. Okay, curl on the toes again. Engage your legs to lift up first. Press back up. Up and back. And we're going to slowly walk all the way up into a forward fold. You can bend your knees here and let yourself hang. And let your head relax. You don't need to look forward. I like to say, imagine your head is a ripe coconut ready to fall off a tree. Okay, from here, release your arms and slowly roll all the way up. So it's a race to see who gets there last. When you get to the top, scrunch your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back, opening your palms forward. Bring your feet into hip width apart. Now we're in mountain pose. So from here, bring your hands together. You're gonna lift the right leg, step back, and turn your toes out. Good. So bend your front knee, back leg is straight. Extend your arms long for warrior two. And relax your shoulders. And straighten out this back leg. Good, good.
This is like the yoga pictures I see everywhere. They all say this word.
It's a classic. So you're pressing down into the ball of this big front foot and the edge of the back foot here. Now to come out of this, you're gonna rotate onto the toes of the back foot, square your hips forward, and step up to the front. Good. Okay, we're gonna do that on the other side. So lift your left leg and step back about 2 to 3 feet with your toes pointing out. Your front knee is bent right over your ankle, back leg is straight. Extend your arms, relax your shoulders, and look out over your middle finger. Nice deep breath in and out. So all of these warrior poses, even though you're standing, they're really grounding. You're using a lot of strength in the lower body, so that's why I like these so much.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can certainly feel it.
So it is a workout, but it's empowering. Okay, so bring your hands back together at heart center, rotate on that back toe, and step up to the front.
The great thing is I feel relaxed at the same time somehow, which is, you know, when I go to the gym, I don't know what other word to use, but aggressive. Like it's just raw. And, you know, this is working some muscles, but I have a lot of clarity and peace. And
because you have to focus so much.
Guys, do this.
So we're going to do one that's really it requires some focus. So this is called Warrior 3. So this is a balancing posture. So I always like to involve a little bit of visualization in this. So bring your hands together here at your heart center, close your eyes, and imagine your right leg is a tree trunk. Spread your toes as wide as you can and press them down into the mat. And really begin to feel anchored through that side body, both pressing down but drawing energy up. So engage your quadricep, really lifting up through your core. Nice deep breath in and out. We're gonna step the left toes back, just about 1 or 2 feet. Start to lean the upper body forward. Start to shift forward and then lift your back toes, dialing your toes down to the mat to keep your hips level. Feel that prana, that shake building up. Good, and come back down to center. Good. Okay, so we're gonna...
balance needs a little work, but is this something if I did it for a while, I'd definitely gain some balance?
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Consistency is always key. It's a practice. It's a yoga practice. And so yes, it's not a go to one class and be a master.
I need to remind myself of that.
So we're gonna imagine our left leg is now a tree. We're standing nice and tall. And send your right toes back. And so those right toes, there's not any weight on them right now. They're just touching for some stability of the mind, really. Start to shift your body weight forward and then lift your back leg up, keeping those toes dialed down. So if you start to feel you're opening up to the side, whoop, see, I might fall too. Dial those toes back down and that'll keep your hips level. Now, if you're a pro, you can reach your arms out, you can do airplane arms and get fancy, but if not, we can come back up to center. There you go, and we always land. So, how do you feel?
I feel amazing.
Okay.
I feel, I don't know, again, relaxed, but I definitely can feel my muscles work. I'm sweating a little bit. This is, I like this. I'm surprised at how much I like it, to be honest with you. This is good.
Good. I'm going to take you through a sun salutation since you've got some of the moves down now. So we're going to start in mountain pose. Inhale as you reach your arms up overhead. Bring your hands together. Exhale down the midline into a forward fold. Release your hands down to the mat. You can bend your knees here. You're going to step back into a plank. Lower down and lift up into upward facing dog. Exhale as you send your hips up and back into downward dog. And pedal it out here. Take 2 deep breaths. Okay, bend your knees, look forward between your thumbs, and slowly walk up to the front of the mat. Release your head down. We're going to inhale up to a halfway lift. So you can bring your hands to your legs, slide them up as you straighten your legs and straighten out your back. Exhale to forward fold. And inhale to root to rise. So you're pressing down, arms up overhead. And bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. So traditionally in India, it's just a greeting that you give with respect to your elders, to anyone in the community that means something to you.
Okay.
That's what you would say. In yogic culture, it kind of means the light in me says hello to the light goodness in you. But translated, it just means I bow to you.
I love it.
So,
Namaste.
Namaste.
Guys, I've had a lot of fun today. This is definitely something I recommend. I'm not broken. I made it through. I feel really good. I'm going to tell you how you can contact her if this is something you're interested in. And I want everybody to remember, guys, you can watch these videos. You can watch people talk about inspiration. If you don't get out and it's going to be hard to make some progress. So give yourself a shot to try something new. I'm out of my comfort zone right now. I feel happy. I'm so glad I did this. Try it out. We'll tag her in some stuff. And you'll let us know how we can find you.
Absolutely. And I first just want to say thank you so much. And I love the way you said that. Just try it. Get out there and try it. There's been so many things I've tried that did not work for me, that did not fit. And there's been so many people I've worked with where I wasn't the fit. And that's okay. Everything won't be, but just try it.
Yeah, if you don't try different things, you never find out what does fit.
Right.
I've been a little apprehensive about this. We do different kinds of things. In MMA and lifting weights, these kind of things are very, very foreign to me. So I felt a little nervous about this, guys, and I feel amazing, like I said before. So
awesome. Well, Balanced Mind and Bodywork. I work mobily here in the greater Tampa Bay area, so Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Brandon, Riverview, all of the above. And to get a hold of me, you can find me, my social media, I'm mostly on Instagram. I do have a Facebook. Through Instagram, you can find my phone number or email, so reach out through any of that. My website is launched and being polished up right now, so go check that out. It is balancedmindbodywork.com, just without the ant. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you so much for being a part of this today, and thank you for joining us. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Nick.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll see you soon. I loved it.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
Got a little sweat.